What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So we got some very funny news. Well, not funny, but kind of sad, but it just depends on who you are and how you take it. So we got the news earlier this week that Marvel's Avengers is getting the beta and it's coming out later on this month for people that pre-ordered the game. Now I will be pre-ordering my game after I upload this video, but the one thing that has fans really pissed off, well, I guess some fans are pissed off. I'm not really mad, but then again, I can understand why you guys are mad, is Spider-Man. It's only gonna be exclusive to people that have the PS4 version of the Avengers. That means the Spider-Man from Spider-Man PS4 will only be exclusive to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And a lot of people are pissed about that. And like I said, I understand why. I guess console exclusives, and there's a lot more exclusives that the PS4 is getting. Now we also got Hawkeye will be coming out later on. They didn't really give us a set date or a month, but I'm pretty sure he'll be out by the end of the year. He probably might be out before the PS5, or he might be out when the PS5 and Xbox Series X is dropped. So my thing about this is this: I understand y'all's frustration. Now, some people don't really give a fuck about Spider-Man. Some people are like, man, I really don't care. I just really want to play the game. I just want to see what other heroes they put in the game. Because that's my main concern right there. We're playing as, Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Cap, Hawkeye, Spider-Man. All the people you see in the movies. I want to use somebody that's not in the movies. Like, yes, even though Hank Pym is in the movies, this Hank Pym is not in the movies. So I would like to use Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man. Because even though, yes, like I said, Hank Pym is in the movies, he's not really Ant-Man. It's Scott. It's, Scott, who's the one that's Ant-Man in the movies. So Hank Pym, I want to see what other heroes they're going to bring through. So that's my main concern right now, is what other heroes are going to be in the game. I would like to see Wolverine. I would like to see one of the Fantastic Four. I would like to see Ghost Rider. I would like to see Blade, even though it might not happen. Moon Knight, Daredevil. Like I said, a lot of heroes I want to see. But for right now, we got this, I guess, controversial topic of Spider-Man only being allowed on the PS4 and PS5. And Xbox not getting jack shit. PC on not getting shit either. Now, let's take it back to the old days of when certain games had exclusives. Like, for instance, when Mortal Kombat 2011 or Mortal Kombat 9 for some people, when that came out, we ended up getting, if you had the Xbox version, you got nobody. If you had the PS3 version, you got Kratos. A lot of people were upset about that. I wasn't, because I really just didn't care. Back in the day when you had Soul Calibur 2, everybody remembers Soul Calibur 2. If you don't, then your childhood sucked. If you do, you're awesome. If you had the Xbox, you had Spawn. If you had the GameCube version, you had Link from Legend of Zelda. And if you had the PS2 version, you had Heihachi from Tekken. Do something like that. I hope that they do have something like that. I hope Microsoft does come out of the woodwork and be like, oh, well, if y'all think that we ain't got nothing, best believe we got something for y'all. You get Avengers, you can get, Red Hulk. Or since it's green, She-Hulk. That'd be cool to see She-Hulk in a game. I don't think she's never been in any Marvel game that I've played. And I've played all the Ultimate Alliance games. I done played, I think she was in Marvel's Capcom 3. I think I have to go look at that again. Or matter of fact, they can get Deadpool for Xbox, or PC can get Deadpool. Either way, I hope that Marvel is being fair and giving the other consoles an exclusive character too, because I think it's only fair. I mean, the only reason why we got Spider-Man is because of the fact that Spider-Man was on PS4 and it was only exclusive to PS4. And I'm like, it's hit or miss with me. Will I use them? I might. Will I, some of these heroes I don't really want to use due to the fact I'm like, you see them in the movies all the time. You want to use somebody else. We get it, Now, the story goes like this. If you don't know the story, I mean, they've just pretty much been talking about the story every time they drop a trailer. The story is always explained. A catastrophe happens. The Avengers break up. So it's a normal day in the life of the Avengers. The Avengers always break up. They get back together. They break up. They get back together. 2 people leave. 2 new people come in. The whole team break up. Civil War. Cap dies. Blah, 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 blah. A normal day in the life of an Avenger. So that shit never really gets old, if you want to be honest. So, but this time, they broke up for 7 years. So it feels like they were like, this ain't no break, bro. This is a real breakup. Like, we don't need space. I don't need time for you. We just need to leave each other alone, when you break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend or your partner, and you be out like, you'll know if you want to get back together or not. Them type of weird ass relationships. So the person that's bringing people back together is Kamala Khan, who is the Ms. Marvel, not Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel. You know, when Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, was debuted and introduced to us, a lot of people were confused. But now we got to decipher the two now, because, you know, you got Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel. And she's trying to get the, you know, Avengers back together because A.I.M, Advanced Idea Mechanics, that's what the acronym stands for, they have rebuilt the city, and pretty much they're trying to take care of Inhumans. So, one, be prepared to see some Inhumans in this game. So, like, you know, Black Bolt, Medusa, any of the Inhumans from the comic books, one of them might appear, maybe two, maybe three, maybe the whole damn crew. I don't know. Lockjaw. I mean, if you play Ultimate Alliance 3, Lockjaw, and I forgot what her name was, but she's an Inhuman. She was in the game. So hopefully we just not gonna get, you know, Kamala Khan, because she's an Inhuman. She's not a mutant. She's an Inhuman. I guess there's a difference between the two. To me, they're both the same fucking thing, to be honest with you. But I could be wrong. 9 times out of 10 I am wrong when it comes to this kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is that's pretty much what the Avengers game is all about. Pretty much just trying to, you know, rebuild the Avengers and stop A.I.M from doing what they, you know, whatever evil plan they have in mind. You know, MODOK's in the game because they had a trailer that had him in it. You didn't get to see his full design, but you did get to see that he is in the game. I mean, that big ass head with tiny arms and legs, he can't be missed. And like, I'm surprised hasn't been in the MCU yet, but I'm pretty sure he'll be in the MCU soon, because that should have been a villain that should have been in the movies. But like I said, I'm not running the show here. I'm just a guy that's just sharing information with y'all. But like, the one thing I can't say about these Avengers games that I am very, very, very kind of disappointed in is the fact of the matter is that, you know, there's been so many iterations of the Avengers. Y'all don't have to always go straight for, you know, the basic ones that, you know, like, you know, the ones you see in the movies. I just think that's kind of lazy writing. You know what I'm saying? They're saying this is an original story. This is pulled from the comics, but it's original story. And I'm like, cool. But you got Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. Now I know, yes, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, those are the main guys that made the Avengers. But I'm like, y'all could have dabbled into other members. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they broke up. They've been broken up for 7 years. So there could have been like a little small iteration of the Avengers in between the time of when they broke up to when they're getting back together. You know, West Coast Avengers, East Side Avengers, you know, all those type of Avengers. You know, X-Men, you know, I know Wolverine, a couple other members of the X-Men have been Avengers. Inhumans, like I said, the Defenders, all these groups. And you're telling me that they haven't really tried to, you know, get the Avengers back together, you know? You have to wait for a teenage girl who just got her powers activated to, you know, gather some grown-ass men and women. It kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I'm not believing that shit. But, hey, it is what it is. I do like how Thor was working in that soup kitchen. That shit was funny. I like how, you know, Tony Stark is an alcoholic. I mean, he's always been an alcoholic, but like, I hope they do play into that though. Talk about his, you know, him battling his demons of him being an alcoholic, you know, him feeling like he failed. We all know Captain America's not dead. You know, this always happens with Cap. Everybody thinks Cap is dead. Oh God, all hell breaks loose, and out of nowhere, Captain America comes out of fucking nowhere. Like, dude, where you been at for 7 years? If you haven't been dead, how come you ain't say nothing? Like, I hate storylines like that. Nigga, you know you ain't been dead, and you know people are looking for you. Why are you hiding? Like, that makes zero sense to me. Unless they have a good, legit reason. Now, I don't think A.I.M is going to be the only villains in this game. Like I said, A.I.M is Advanced Idea Mechanics. They created MODOK, and they created a whole bunch of other stuff. Other villains, I've seen them primarily fight Iron Man. Iron Man has fought them a lot in the comics. Matter of fact, if you go watch the Iron Man cartoon that was on Nickelodeon that came out like a couple years back when he was a teenager, he fights them a lot in that cartoon. But they're the main reasons why MODOK is around, because they created MODOK. So MODOK is a villain. I don't think he's going to be the main protagonist, but I think that, not protagonist, antagonist, I think they're working with other people. I hope Hydra's in the game. I hope Red Skull's in the game, because I can't remember the last time Red Skull was actually in a video game, if my memory serves me correctly. I think he was in Ultimate Alliance, one of the 3 games, but if he wasn't, I have to go back and check over it again. Now, some heroes that I do want to see in this game, like I said, Wolverine, Daredevil. And when I say Wolverine, I want like, blue jeans and tank top Wolverine, not the yellow suit. Even though his yellow costume he has from the X-Men is always gonna be legit fire. The orange one he wore in X-Men Evolution, love that. I guess the one he wore in the movies too. But I like the blue jeans, tank top, cowboy boots, Wolverine. The old dirty, dingy looking dude. We already got Spider-Man. They might as well bring Miles Morales with him too, because what's the point of bringing Peter if you're not gonna bring Miles? Like, they might as well be a tag team duo at this point. Daredevil, Moon Knight, Blade, Morbius, since Morbius is getting a movie, if that's even still a thing with COVID being around. I already said Hulk, She-Hulk. Well, Hulk's already in the game. She-Hulk, Red Hulk, Gray Hulk, Blue Hulk, A.I.M. Abomination's in the game. I seen him as the villain Abomination. Now A.I.M stands for Abomination, but I guess A.I.M is like a good guy. I don't know. I seen him in the Hulk Agents of Smash cartoon. I'm just naming off all them that was on the screen. Now villains, Zax is a Hulk villain. Absorption Man, I think that's his name. He's a villain from the Hulk comic books. Abomination, I'm glad to see him. I think it's the first game I ever seen him in. I could be wrong though. Deadpool, he can play both sides if really. I mean, do we really need Deadpool? Because sometimes he gets annoying. Like I said, when it comes to the Avengers, Masters of Evil, that's what I really want to see. I want to see Baron Zemo. Of course, Loki gonna be there somehow, some way. I wish they didn't put him in there, but he gonna be in there somehow, some way. Doom, maybe. I haven't seen Doom in the game in a while. I don't think he was in Ultimate Alliance 3, but I do know he was in the original Ultimate Alliance because he was a main antagonist in the game. I want to say Galactus, because Galactus will be like, an overall antagonist throughout the whole game. Like, he's the main reason why shit popping off, because he's pretty much damn near God. I'm missing a lot. I'm probably missing a lot of heroes and villains that I would like to see. But hey, that's where y'all come in. Y'all get in descriptions. I mean, not descriptions. Y'all get in the comments below and y'all say whoever comes to mind. Just don't be ignorant, because I know a lot of people have to be ignorant with these choices. But what do you guys think about the whole Spider-Man debacle thing? Like I said, I feel like it's fair that Microsoft and PC should have their own as well. Because that should have people geared to go get these games. Now, like I said, I already have a PlayStation. I was going to get this game regardless of whatever console I got. It's funny that it's not on a Switch, but the Switch got Ultimate Alliance 3. That's probably why they didn't get Avengers. That's why we got Ultimate Alliance 3 only on the Switch, because of the fact that we weren't getting Marvel's Avengers. But who do y'all want to see if Xbox and PC does decide to, pull this BS and be like, hey, okay, y'all want to have y'all own, y'all want Spider-Man? All right, bet. That'd be funny if Xbox got Venom. That shit would be funny. Because I'm like, okay, they got Spider-Man, but they got Venom. Now, also remember this, ladies and gentlemen. It also makes no sense to me, but always remember this. Spider-Man PS4 is in the same universe as Marvel's Avengers, the game that we're getting. How does that make sense that it's only going to be exclusive to the PlayStation, but it's still going to be in the same universe as the Marvel's Avengers? Now, let that sink in. Okay, Marvel's Avengers is going to be on Xbox and PC and PlayStation. Spider-Man PS4 was only on the PS4, but it's going to be the same. It's kind of confusing. I might not be saying it right for y'all to understand it, but pretty much think of it like that, okay? If he's going to be in the universe of this game and it's going to be on multiple platforms, wouldn't you think all the other platforms would get Spider-Man too, since it's in the same fucking universe? You know what I'm saying? If that makes any type of sense. But like I said, guys, what do you guys think? Like I said, this game comes out September 4th. That's pretty much a month away. I'm looking forward to it. I've been waiting for this game to come out since they announced it in 2017. It's about time. Also, they said that if you do get this game on the PS4 and Xbox One and you decide to go get it for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, whatever you've done on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, it'll transfer over to the new console, which every game should be doing that. I'm doing that for this game and Cyberpunk. But like I said, guys, that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all being safe and hope y'all taking care of yourselves. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. Peace.